Hi, my name is Lisa, and for this week's discussion post, we are responding to, are you comfortable with the sort of prickly Jesus that we see in the gospel and that Adam Bede helps us to see? How does this challenge your own conceptions of Jesus's character? I would say yes, I am comfortable with this idea of a more prickly Jesus. Um, and it's definitely more noticeable with the character of Adam Bede. I would say prior to reading, I kind of already viewed Jesus with a bit more of this prickly or direct, tough love kind of character view. I heard someone else give an example of what they thought Jesus and his followers would be like if it were to take place now. In modern society, and they compared him to potentially being in what we would see as a biker gang now. When he came to the sinners, the prostitutes, the adulterers, the poor, the addicts, all those who desperately needed him. He was protective and loving while still calling out the leaders of the church and the sin. The people he sought out to teach and heal were frequently seen as those unclean or not socially accepted. While reading Mark, this is very noticeable with how he is addressing the selling of things in the church. He doesn't just tell them not to do this, but he comes in throwing over tables and driving people out of the church. This is seen in Mark 11, verses 15. On reaching Jerusalem, Jesus entered the temple courts and began driving out those who were buying and selling there. He overturned tables of the money changers and the benches of those selling doves, and would not allow anyone to carry merchandise through the temple courts. And he taught them. He said, "It is not written, my house will be called a house of Is it not written, my house will be called a house of prayer for all the nations? But you have made it a den of robbers." So this gives more to the harsh, prickly type of a view of Jesus, and shows how he is throwing tables over, driving people out, and protecting the church for what it was meant to be. In a way, I kind of actually find this idea of Jesus comforting, with the idea that Jesus wouldn't just leave the 99 sheep to save the one. He would be willing to bust down a door, throw a table over, drive people who mean to do harm away just to save that one sheep. He might be seen as prickly, but it also gives the idea of this fierce protector who would stop at nothing to save his children. Thank you.